To the hello world guys, this is another episode of the advanced SFML Mario game series, and in this video we are going to create a enemy for our game, and after that we'll create some map switching and main menu mechanics, and we'll wrap up this series. But for today's video we are gonna create a basic enemy. So most of the stuff of the enemy is similar to Mario, so I have written some stuff here already. I'll just show you real quick. So we create an enemy class which inherits from object, and it has an animation and has a fixture data and body just like any other physics objects, and of course has all of the update and render and begin methods. In update we just update the animation currently, nothing else, and in render we just draw whatever texture the animation is supposed to draw, and we pass it the position. And for the size of this enemy, it's just a basic Goomba enemy, so I've chosen 1 and 1 both axes, and the angle is just angle. And if I go under the actual enemy colon begin method, you can see we have got animation is equal to animation this, and we just set it to, I create a basic animation here based on like this thing. So I basically got 2 sprites, enemy 2 and enemy 1, and we make it like that. You can of course change the speed of the animation if you wish, and we set the tag to enemy so that it's a bit easier to identify later on. And then we create the fixture data. For the object we just set it to this, and we don't create a listener, and for the type we just set it to fixture data type colon object. And for body definitions we create a b2 body definition and kind of set the position and set fixed rotation to true, kind of the other stuff that you'd expect us to do here. And we create a body with the body definition, and then we create a circle shape, since this will represent this Goomba by a circle as far as collision is concerned, since that will generally be better. And it will set its radius to 0.5. And for fixture definition we'll just create a fixture definition and set its the reason we are setting the radius to 5, by the way, is because the full size is 1, so the radius should be 0.5. And then we set the shape and the density and the friction to kind of what we would expect this to be, and just like it was in Mario. So the shape is of course going to be the circle shape. We only want one fixture for this, and we create the fixture like that, and that should kind of work. It should allow this object to spawn in, and that should be awesome. However, we currently do not have a system for spawning this kind of object, so we need to decide upon a color for this object and then create a system to spawn it. So in order to do that, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and for example let's just go here and let's add another color. So currently we are setting its color to yellow, and if it's yellow, then what we do is we just go ahead and set it to a new coin. So if I were to open up SF color, what you should see is that we can of course define our own color with the actual values, or there are a couple of colors like magenta, cyan, yellow, and blue, green, red, white, and whatnot. So for this what we are gonna do is let's just say we want for example blue color. Well, actually we already have blue, and yeah, this is pretty awesome, but I feel like I'm gonna change this to green and change that to grass. So let's actually change the blue color to green, and for the enemy we are gonna use the blue color, and let's just use green for this. Currently I'm just gonna keep it at rock, and later you might want to change this to grass. And of course you can kind of play around with these and add as many tiles as you want, and as many enemy and object types that you want. In this case we'll just set the enemy to a new the object to a new enemy like that, and that should work. And you can see it does not recognize it. Of course we'll need to include that enemy class here. So let's go ahead and IntelliSense is actually not detecting, so let's go ahead and include enemy.h. so include and enemy.h for the header actually. So let's go ahead and do that. That's pretty awesome. So let's go down here. What you should see is that we have got this here, and it should create an enemy whenever we encounter a blue object. And let's go ahead and try that out. To make sure that you actually set the position and angle to the physics position and angle in the enemy, and now let's go ahead and test that. And I have enabled debug rendering so that you can just kind of see stuff better, I guess. And if I make my way over to this, you can see that this is our Goomba, and if I push him you can see he kind of does not update. The circle moves, but the actual position of the Goomba did not change, which is something that should not happen, but I actually put this inside of begin instead of update, so that's a bit of a mistake. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick, and let's run this. and this will ensure that we update our Goomba according to whatever thing we've got. And the reason that circle was gray was because it was inactive. If an object is not colliding, it's not like a very far away objects in the physics world are set to sleep mode, in which they test for less collision so that they can kind of do stuff little easier, I guess. Let's go ahead and push the Goomba, and you can see we can actually just push the Goomba wherever we want to. So we can just go in here and push the Goomba. So yeah, he's kind of just a something that we can use to push around, and it's not really responding to anything. I mean, it is a physics body, but it's not doing much as far as intelligence and other things are concerned. So that is a problem, but we do have a Goomba with an animation, and that's pretty awesome. And I'm actually gonna end this video here. In the next video we'll make the Goomba walk, and also will allow Mario to crush the Goomba by stepping on him, and in the video after that maybe we'll create a death system for Mario. Once we have done with the death system, and yeah, all that should be left is to create some basic menu, and that should be pretty much it for this series. And you should probably, if you've got some cool ideas for what the next series should be, you should definitely let me know in the comments. Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode of this series, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next one, and bye.